um more available to people.
Yeah.
So to see that people are playing despite, maybe being visually impaired, that's a really great experience, and I'm looking forward to this match.
Yeah, and the last thing that they tend to kind of struggle with is distance, right?
Mhm.
There are some fighting games like I just learned about this the other day. Apparently, Killer Instinct actually will have like stereo sound cues so you can determine how far your opponent is away from you. Just using audio, which is really cool. Street Fighter, despite it having decent sound design, doesn't have that. So a lot of our sightless players, basically, it's hard for them to tell. How far a player is, but what they'll do is they'll use buttons, right? They'll just throw out buttons in neutral, right? And if it hits or if they block it, they're like, okay, I know exactly how far you are from me because I know the range of this normal. And then that's how I know what range you're at. But beyond that, it can be hard for them to tell.
All right, so we got DRO getting in early. We have Millie playing the Falke. This is going to be the battle of two opposing ends here. Laura wanting to get in as early as possible, and Falke wanting to play more of the range game with a splash of set play.
And as you say that, Millie is going to just absolutely go on the offense here with tons of jump-ins, and going to seal round one.
We got DRO looking to find his range here to get that in. Gets the jab. We got Millie here, forward fierce. And the surprise heavy command grab from DRO. Getting in, gets the overhead.
Okay, EX command grab doesn't find a home, and yeah, that standing medium kick is going to take it from Millie.
That's going to be a really important button in this matchup. I've been messing around with Falke, maybe like or relearning Falke, shall I say, for like a little over a week. And standing medium kick is definitely going to be one of the most potent buttons in this matchup. Hit confirmable, has very good reach.
Yeah.
Very little risk, but high reward.
Yeah, and we see kind of very typical grappler versus more zoner matchup here, right? Oh wow.
Get the early knockdown. What's DRO?
Millie's going to try to keep Laura at bay with her superior buttons, and DRO is going to say, actually, you take this medium punch pull.
Oh, look at these hit confirms. I love it. Yeah. DRO with this massive light lead right now.
Okay. Back
EX Psycho Schneider getting the knockdown here. V-trigger activation from Millie.
Stun racking out from Aura.
Oh my goodness, the bounce off the ground here.
You cannot. Oh, and
listen, when in doubt, bust out.
That move is armored, so that will absorb a lot of wake up moves. It won't lose to. It'll lose to true medias because the armor doesn't come out until frame 3 or 4, I believe.
Yep.
But yeah, it'll. And again, new players tend to not have their medias down pat, so we definitely see armor moves being able to take advantage of that.
So I like that that DRO is stubborn because you have to be against Falke.
I
you need that early in, because the longer the match goes on and you're not in, the harder it becomes to make the comeback.
Yeah, and Miller's gonna take the second round here, and I think what's really important is to not only be relentless on offense, but to be a smart kind of relentless, right? Picking and choosing a few key moments to actually block and be patient before going back in again to throw off your opponent, right? If you're oh wow,
what an interaction!
The armor
elbow and EX Psycho Schneider, very interesting. Oh, the double crush counter! Oh, I love it. And now Millie in the corner here.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Side kick. Here we go. Double V trigger activation. Okay. Millie out of V trigger right now.
So one thing I'd like to see from both players. Oral Special or DRO is doing something that a lot of new players do. Is that they're using their jump buttons kind of like at the apex of their jump, or like as soon as they start jumping. I'm not exactly sure why new players do that, but you really gotta time your when you're jumping in on someone, you gotta wait until you start to fall, because otherwise your jumping is gonna whiff on them.
Yeah. Some of that is also character dependent too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like against big bodies, you can sometimes do your jumping a little earlier than most.
Yeah.
First command grab. Here we go, baby. Time to mix.
Congratulations. Stun racking up for Millie, but a back throw is going to get her some space, which is exactly what she wants in this match.
Counter overhead. Here we go. So both of them sitting on V trigger here. Oh, get that knockdown, baby. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
EX Psycho Schneider, the last hit. Oh, using the V skill to go under and get out of the corner.
Very smart, but Millie's going to jab once she's back down there and going to take the round.
When in doubt, jab it out.
One thing I'd like to see from DRO is you see him going into the medium punch bolt a lot. And that's a very good move, but there are two unique follow-ups for it. After it, you can press medium punch or you can press punch or kick. And the punch switches sides and the kick keeps you on the same side. And I'd like to see him, it seems like he's defaulting to the punch, which happens a lot with new Laura players because it's easier to access. There we go. See, we see the medium kick version there that keeps them on the same side. And it's much easier.
Crouching medium punch. I like this.
Yeah.
Overhead.
I'm racking up. Oh no!
This is massive stun.
Oh, is that gonna work? Is that gonna work? Oh my god!
Jabbing the critical art. Yeah.
I didn't know if that would link there, but it looked like it absolutely does. And Millie gonna take this round with a very exciting critical art. And yeah, I would like to see him use the medium kick follow-up more, especially we've seen a couple times him have Millie in the corner. He'll land a medium punch bolt, and then he'll swap sides, putting himself in the corner, which is the last thing you want to do. You want to keep Falke in that corner. So using the kick follow-up instead of the punch follow-up, I think is going to be a great boon to DRO's gameplay.
Agreed.
Post coming out from Millie. Okay, medium punch bolt, and we see the punch follow-up again.
So one of the big things about this matchup actually is that Falke functions in a way that's very similar to Dawson, where her staff has a hitbox all the way through. So there can be a lot of situations where Falke will throw out a normal that involves the staff, and you can actually get whiff punished or crush countered as a result. So it really forces the player to be very selective about their positioning and how they use some of her staff normals. Because it can really result in a lot of volatile situations, especially with Laura here.
Yeah. And okay.
Forward Fierce here from Millie, playing the space game. Yeah, getting that armor move, that's going to be really crucial too, since Falke doesn't have a lot of multi-hitting moves except Psycho Schneid.
Yeah.
Outside of that, that armor move is going to be very potent.
Good use of Bolt to get past the vertical fireball there.
Dude, there's the whip punish on the stab.
That's what we're talking about. That rod does have a hitbox. Too much.
Crouching medium punch and the crouch jab.
And Millie's gonna take this fourth match. Yeah, again, I think like many of our matches right now, a lot of it comes down to experience, right? A character or someone that's been playing for 2 weeks is gonna beat someone that's, you know, this is their second day, almost, you know, 90% of the time, unless they're a Street Fighter 4 Grandmaster player or something. But
man.
Okay, we see.
Staying roundhouse crush counter. Oh, use the new target combo. Completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Becomes very potent with V skill 2.
Okay, good.
Nice
good,
use target combo.
Heavy punch target combo. I'd like to see off that confirm a heavy punch bolt to finish off that combo and get a hard knockdown. Because Laura's definitely
overhead swatting out of this.
Oh man. And once again, we see the unfamiliarity with meaties coming back to bite the player. Millie opting for the slow wake up there, really throwing off DRO.
The elbow with down forward heavy kick.
Oh, there we got the medium kick follow up. Good job.
Nice target combo from Millie.
EX
and are going through armor, baby. A zoner's worst nightmare.
Yeah, it is. Jab, jab, CA. Second time we've seen this from Millie. A chunk of damage. Now Millie's without meter.
A small nuance was negative edging a button during the critical art, so that way you can hold a charge for Falke. That's something you don't see a lot of people do, actually.
I didn't realize you could do that, actually. That's super cool.
Yeah, a lot of times, Falke has, like, her mechanic is very similar to Birdie, where you can negative edge a button during a button. Yeah. So there are instances where you can, do crouching medium punch, standing medium punch, standing medium kick, and then if you're holding one of your punch buttons during the medium punch, you can actually have enough time to do the shot, the standing shot. So it's a very small nuance about Falke being able to negative edge during buttons. And
Joe plays Falke too, so definitely take notes. These zonk type inputs, you can start charging them during other moves if you have the execution. I'm never able to do those zonk type moves myself.